And I think the first thing I said to Andy on the message was, the camera just fell off. I've put it back up. Some fucking DP I am. Anyway, it's the morning of day 2 for the We Go Again shoot with Vaughan. Andy spent most of yesterday prepping the set, getting things ready. I was pretty busy yesterday with something else, so I wasn't able to be there. But yeah, today we're gonna go and get the final setups that we need. We've already got like a solid edit. We've already got a really good timeline. We need a really good sound design. We need to find some really fitting music for it. But yeah, today's gonna be really good. So van's already loaded, put all the kit in. It's time to get my ass to set. Here we go. It's been a few weeks since we've done day 1. So we've booked in today to get it complete. Andy, as always, being a genius with resources, is actually turning his office block into the set. For the life of me, I can't think what his staff must think, because they're nothing to do with the film industry. I don't know what they're going to think about this film crew banging around the set and putting lights through the window and things like that. On the last day on We Go Again, I wanted the lighting to be really, really simple, but it actually ended up being really complicated. In the end, I went with this harsh, very harsh top light. The character lives in this environment, just lost the fight. It's a big loss to him. And this is why a big reason we picked Vaughan, because Vaughan's got that real lived experience of going to the top of the game in the UFC and losing. When we approached Vaughan with the script, he even said, fucking, I know what that's all about. Right, so this is the setup. We have the 1200D here, and it's going through a window just there. It's at full power because it's up against the sun. If I'm not getting what I need though, I'm just gonna bang the 100 on it. But this fucking sun is now coming round, which is no doubt going to cause me some hassle in a bit. So yeah, that is the setup for now. This is the next setup, a shot of Vaughan in his bedroom, and his girlfriend's going to be asleep next to him. But the setup's really simple. We've got a practical source here, which is an MC inside a lamp. Hide a key light over there, so that's our motivator, that's our key light. This pattern on the wall is actually coming from the 300C, which is there. That's also acting as a little bit of bounce, because it's bouncing from the wall back into Vaughan's face to give him that nighttime feel. So this is meant to be at night. So yeah, that is the setup in this room. Very, very crude setup for the next one, because basically what we're doing is this shot in the kitchen, which is pretty crummy. So all we're doing is just using the spotlight mount to create a beam at the top there, and the shot is just Vaughan opening the fridge, and when he opens the fridge it lights his face up a little bit more. There's no light in the fridge, just using natural fridge light, because fridge light is fucking natural. That's that setup. So we switched the setup in here. The light was originally over there on that wall, but we flicked it, and you might be able to see it from this, but I'll put a screenshot up. But in the cupboard, it actually looks like a window. Yeah, that was the lighting setup. Again, spotlight mount, bouncing straight into the wall over there. And that's it, nothing else. Again, like I said, this is meant to be the harsh reality of his world. I want it to look a bit grim, I want it to look a bit tough, I want it to look a bit horrible. Don't want to go for beauty over harshness. So it's always going to go, we're always going to go for the harshness. So now we're going to the next thing.
How to get your house clean for free. Hire an actor and say you're doing a short film in the kitchen. Right, and get to do all the stuff. It's so funny.
Right, here we are at the living room setup, and this is no living room. This is Andy's front of office, but we've turned it into a, oh, food's it. This setup is just Vaughan sitting on the, what's she doing here? Yeah. So this setup is just Vaughan sitting on the sofa, he's watching TV, and just a quick walk through. So we've got this as our motivator. Here we have a F21C, which is acting as our key light, because we're going to be filming this way. So I have to motivate from this light here. And then the TV is a F22 just on Amaran standard TV mode, and that is it for this room. And before we shoot it, we're gonna go and eat, and we got chicken. So just come out the Emporium, got the shots that we need. Didn't have time to set lights up because we're playing against the daylight here. As you can see, it's getting fairly blue. So we need to be in the next location to get the final shots of the short film, which is all the running shots under the famous Birmingham Spaghetti Junction. We'll just about nick it, we'll just about get the shots. So in all, it's been a successful day. So here I am underneath the world famous Spaghetti Junction, ready for our last setup, and all it's going to be is Vaughan just running through the tunnels. We've got the pillars out there as well. It's just such a good place to shoot. It's not the first time I've actually shot here either. I've shot here before. It's still aesthetically as good. Stanley Kubrick would have loved this location. I'm not sure he would have liked the authentic smell of piss. But yeah, here we go. Final location. It's the day after the shoot. What a great shoot that was. I've really enjoyed it. I've been looking at the footage, so I've got all the footage up in front of me, having a good look through it, playing with the grade. Andy's playing with the edit. I think reflecting on it, it goes to show what you can do with very little. I'm sure I heard Andy say that all the furniture that he bought for the set cost about like 32 quid or something like that. So he went to charity shops. To think that we turned one room into actually two locations, because the one room was the bathroom and then we halved it and we turned the other half into a bedroom. It works so well. It's just about picking your shots. So working within your limits. I mean, it's not the first time me and Andy have done that either. Like, we've done it before. In fact, we've done it in this very office. We turned this office into the Dynamite Kids living room. So I haven't had a gaffer on this shoot, but I still feel like I've managed pretty well on my own. I love some of the lighting setups like this. This is really cool. Some really good shots there. And considering it was just me and Ben on the camera and the lighting, I feel like we've achieved a lot. I feel like we've achieved a hell of a lot. Me and Andy have been saying this for a while. Mercy and the production company that we set up, we're going to shoot within our limits. So day one of We Go Again, that was in Andy's living room with a couple of slats. So with day two, as you can see what we did with Andy's office, we maximised the location and got so much out of it. There's one more thing that I need to add here. Jojo was our makeup artist on this, and her makeup was just incredible. Like, it really, really added to everything that we've done. Without the work and effort that she put into the makeup and getting the scars right, getting the bruising right, we wouldn't have pulled it off without Jojo's hard work. So yeah, this is the Mercy and way. This is how we're going to shoot things, and looking forward to the next one already.